Good morning from the province of Bamyan here in Afghanistan. I just woke up in my humble abouts, just up in the corner there, but don't judge it yet, just wait till you see the view.
I mean, look at this, guys.
So within the next couple of days, I want to take you around some of the most beautiful spots here in Afghanistan, places that sadly are not shown enough. So I hope you're ready because we've got a lot to do.
I just realized there's people sleeping down there. That must have been really cozy. Good morning,
Hello,
Reza.
good morning, guys.
Did you sleep good?
Yeah,
That was not convincing.
I've been with Reza, my guide, all over Afghanistan for a week. He's great. The amount of off-roading that we've been doing with this Toyota Corolla is quite impressive, you'll see. So behind me is Lake Haibat, the deepest lake in all of Afghanistan. This lake is part of a network which before was 6 lakes. Right now there's only 5 left. The lakes are formed because of a natural deposit of calcium carbonate, which basically dries out, creates natural dam and keeps the water in. One of the lake, well, the natural dam over time broke, so that lake drains out. There's 5 lakes left.
You can also rent those pedal boat if you want to go enjoy some time on the lake.
So as you can see behind me, the sun is slowly rising, which is going to make you understand why these lakes are so famous. Right now, without the sunlight, it is hard to see why they're so special. Don't get me wrong, apart from the scenery, but that is not the reason. There's a local legend that the lakes and the surroundings were built by the fourth Khalifa of Islam and that he was staying pretty much here back in the days. So they created this little building there where people can go pray. So right now we are standing on the tavertine, which is like basically a deposit of calcium carbonate that just dries out and creates those natural dams. So this is what keeps the water into the lake and prevents it from draining out. Almost not draining out because there's like a lot of waterfalls here. So over probably the next million of years, this lake is probably going to be empty, but we have time. Try to not fall in the water. Perfect. Don't worry, I am not going to show you all 5 lakes, but I will show you one more. But first we're going to go to breakfast to let the sun go up a little so you better understand why these lakes are so famous. So this is like the typical Afghani breakfast. They just call it eggs, but it's not just eggs. There's like spices and tomatoes and stuff. It's served with like the bread, which is still warm, and it's really, really good. It's so much more than just egg, I swear. Thank you. I drink more coffee in the last week than I did in my entire life, I think. It's not part of our culture. You guys drink tea all the time, but maybe I'll
well,
start.
in Afghanistan, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In the morning, they have tea. In the evening, they have tea.
Yeah.
Even when the temperature here or the weather is very hot, above than 30, 35, they say, okay, bring for me some tea.
Even when it's super hot.
Yeah.
Apparently, hot drinks, when it's hot outside, helps your body cools down. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard. Also, Reza is very nice because he always shares his food with me. I eat a lot, I guess. Normally, I have my wife, Tracy. Like, she always let me finish her food, but she's not here, so...
You have compared me with your...
In a good way, no. I love you guys both very much.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was a delicious Afghan breakfast, and now, well, the sun is, it's going up, it's going up. Well, that is as far as the Corolla can take us, but you know what? It did good. It did pretty good. This should be advertisement for Toyota.
It did good.
You know where you're going? Yeah? To me, it looks like we're in the middle of nowhere because, I mean, look around, we kind of are. Didn't expect going on a hike. I would have wear shoes instead of flip-flops, but hey, everyone does it in flip-flops here, I guess. So just trying to do like the locals. So the lake that you see on the right is still the same one as this morning, Haibat. And this just shows you how big it is because we were completely on the other side of it. This thing is massive and it's not even the largest one. So as we keep walking, the one there is actually the smallest lake, and all these lakes are like at different level and they all kind of drain into each other. The main source, to be honest, is the fact that there's a lot of snow in this region during the winter, so as the snow melts, the lakes get fuller and fuller. I love this place compared to where we were at the first lake because you have to hike to come to these points. It's not a big hike, just a few minutes. But because of that, well, there's nobody around, which is super cool. Seeing places like this in a country like Afghanistan where you normally only hear negative on the news and everything just shows how there's always a different story when you're on the ground. It is incredible. This is Lake Zulfikar, the largest one of all, and now you can really see, with the sun being a bit higher, why those lakes are so beautiful. They are the deepest blue I've ever seen, and this is caused by a very high mineral content and the lack of human activity. So basically the water is always clear and undisturbed. It is mind-boggling. It is breathtaking. And by the way, everything you see here is inside the Band-e Amir National Park, the first ever national park here in Afghanistan, and it was opened back in May 2009. Look at how blue and clear this water is. And believe it or not, it's quite chilly. Even though Afghanistan, you think like desert, no, this is really cold water. Look at that, the water is so cold, they made a natural fridge there. That's peach?
Peach, yeah.
Is it orange? Is there orange? If not, peach is fine. They have these juices in Afghanistan. They're so good. There's actually like pieces of fruits inside. Oh, that water is so cold. I don't know how these guys are doing it. It's freezing. Just my feet are frozen. Woo!
They don't believe that you're from Canada.
I am.
You are Afghan.
No. It's so funny because this happens a lot. Many people think that I'm a local. Probably the beard, I have a little bit of a darker complexion and the local clothes. As long as I don't talk, people think I'm from Afghanistan. This happens a lot in Afghanistan. You walk and people invite you for tea. These guys are really having a good time from what I see.
Come on, jump. You can do it. Jump. He's not jumping.
In the middle of the national parks, there's like small kiosk, like there's a tent in the back, like this guy's probably staying here all the time. He has a solar panel just for the fridge, so you get cold water at all time. I mean, pretty good. So here's some more general information. As you know, with the new Taliban government, there's a lot of new laws that have been implemented within the last 2 years. One is that women are not allowed to go into any parks, like playgrounds, city parks, soccer fields, and national park. When I was in the different cities around the country, I noticed that this is 100% true. You won't find a woman. With that being said, in this national park, there are women everywhere. So they're kind of in their rebellious phase maybe or something like that. So Are they allowed? Are they not allowed? I don't have the right answer for you. Also, we came from all the way down there. Whew, that was a steep hill. So we basically made it all the way around. This morning we were just there on the other side where the colorful pedal boats are, and now we are on the opposite cliff. And again, I know like when you think Afghanistan, you're not thinking of like such beauties, but this is why I love to dig a little deeper into a country compared to just listening to what I hear. Just arrived at a beautiful view spot. And look at that. Okay, so now we are about to leave the Band-e Amir National Park. The gate is just after the hill there, and then we're gonna head to Bamyan, which should take about an hour and a half-ish, depending on the capability of that Corolla off-road. We're finally leaving the very dusty roads, and just before the gate, there's a guy with like an air compressor, basically just dusting the car. So even the air filter, that's great service. Welcome to Bamyan. We just did a quick stop at the tourism office. Every province that you visit, you have to go register with the local government. And now we're gonna go eat some food. So we just arrived at Hai Khanoum. So we just arrived. I know, I'm trying. So we just arrived at Hai Khanoum restaurant for some Hai Khanoum, apparently local delicacy, some dumplings. Pretty excited about it. Perfect. So in here we have like the two massive dumplings. Looks very good. There's beef in it, some sauce. That's very good. Literally all the food I've had since I arrived in the country, always very good. The other thing we had to get, French fries. Bamyan is known for like their potatoes. They grow tons of potatoes around here, so it's only fitting to eat some. They're deep fried, so it's hard to tell if like the potatoes are better than other places, but they are good fries. Fun fact, the fries that we had inside were actually coming from like a street food stall, like right on the street. They were pretty good. Just arrived at the hotel. It looks really cute. Welcome to the Noor Ben Bamyan Hotel. This is where I'm going to stay for the night. And no, this was not a fire. This is where they put the boiler in the winter because it gets really cool in this region. Otherwise, we've got a bed, which is going to do what I need it to do. Yeah, a little seating area. There's a TV in the corner with like an insane amount of cables and a washroom. Also, I don't want to be difficult, but I'm very happy to see a Western toilet like the squatty potty. I get it, but I'm not a big fan of it. So I'm just going to chill here for about an hour and a half, and then we're going to go out to see some other very interesting sites that I'm very pumped about. We're just waiting for lunchtime to pass because the guy in charge of the tickets for where we're going, apparently he takes some longer lunch time sometimes. So we're just waiting for him. Also, if you've been following the series, how do you find my second outfit? This one is like a more fancy one, with like embroidery and stuff like that. I just got it from Kabul. The driver that came to meet us up here brought it with him because when we first left, didn't have the time to pick it up because those ones take more time to make. So which one? This one or the other one that I've been wearing for a while? Well, it's time to go on an adventure. So we just arrived at our first spot. This is a World UNESCO Heritage Site, and it makes me think a little bit of Turkey and regions like Cappadocia, the limestone with like the cave into the rocks where people lived back in the day. There's also structures here, and obviously like the Taliban flags at the top. That's a new addition. Wasn't there back in the days, but like it is a beautiful area. Even when we were going up all around this like mountainous area, there's like caves on the side still. I know why these kinds of steps were like popular back in the days because like they save on space. They're quite like dangerous. Whew, don't want to fall from that. So the name of this city is Gholghola. It's spelled Gholghola, but it's from Persian, and the translation from Persian to English translate to the city of scream. And the reason is there's a big story about this place of treasons, basically, where back in the days a lady from this village fell in love with a general on the enemy side and betrayed her village by telling the general how to cut off the water, which he did. Everyone finally surrendered to that general, but he decided to kill everyone, committed genocide, and this is where the name came from, the city of scream, because after the fact, when people came and found all their loved one dead, the screams came. Just like that, I made it to the top, which gives us an incredible 360-degree view of all of Bamyan. As I was walking up earlier, I turned a corner, almost came like face to face with one of the Taliban guy. Now he's also at the top. I don't know. He's kind of like passively following me around. He's very nice though, like no issues, but I just picked up a second tour guide. One of my favorite things about Bamyan are all those houses on the flank of the mountain. I think it's such a cool landscape, something unique that you don't see often, because, you know, making houses on the side of a mountain kind of defeats all the purpose. Like, it's so hard to build, it's so hard to go to your house and everything. I'm sure there's good reason for this, but it makes it such an interesting sighting. Time to go down, but I just solved the mystery of why there are houses on the mountain. So this is the old Bamyan side, and back in the days they were putting the houses there to avoid putting any building on the flat ground, because this was used as farmland, so they didn't want to waste any space on farmland. And I know that because, well, Reza knows everything about Afghanistan. Again, he's a great guide. Just an infinite source of knowledge, right?
Thank you so much. It's a nice compliment.
I can't get over the landscape in this region. Every turn you take is just breathtaking. It looks like Utah or like the Grand Canyon in Nevada, but way bigger. It's just infinite. As far as you can see, there's like orange mountains. So back in the days, there was an ancient city here called the city of Zohak, also known as the Red City because of the mountains that are pretty much red that surrounded it. Right now, there's nothing left. This is where we were all the way down there, and we're not even at the top. It was completely destroyed hundreds of years ago, and now it's a potato field. We're gonna go see the farmers.
Here.
The famous potatoes of Bamyan. So white potatoes and red potatoes.
Red potatoes.
Both famous.
Both of them are famous, so they have their own qualities.
Okay.
Have as big as this?
Yeah. We grow big potatoes in Canada.
Yeah,
we have potatoes too.
I don't think
yeah,
so.
Yeah. We got potatoes.
I don't believe you.
Oh.
Only a small one.
Because of weather and time to grow, they only plant those fields once a year, and everything is done by hand. Right now, like on this side, they're loading the potatoes straight on their back from the field to the truck on that little ladder. It looks very heavy, and they're actually getting the potatoes off the ground with a cow. Sorry, I misgendered the cows. They're not cows, they're bulls. Also, like, it's just fascinating that in Afghanistan, we just show up on like people's field. We're like, hey, can we take a couple photos? And they're like super welcoming. Yeah, go ahead, no problem. I just feel like there's not many countries around the world where you can step in somewhere and people are just, yeah, no problem. Do your thing. I need to correct myself again. There are a tiny bit of remaining on this face of the mountain from the village from back then. You can go apparently all the way up with that tiny flag is. That looks really far. It's really impressive to see all the restoration work that is going on all those sites. Because as you can tell, like, those stairs are not from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. They're from, I don't know, last month. 3,102, 3,103, 5,334, 7,936. I do understand that living up there has a massive tactical advantage, But I mean, make sure you don't forget anything at the bottom of the hill, because you're not doing this trip back and forth twice, that's for sure. Whew, 9,999, 10,000. A bit dramatic, there wasn't 10,000 steps, but that was high, especially in flip-flops. Don't do that in flip-flops. These guys sure love putting their flags everywhere. At the tops, there's still some remaining of an old artillery gun from the Russian war back in the 70s. I mean, it's a very strategic point if you're looking at sending artillery somewhere. I just had a revelation. I was like, how the heck did they bring this all the way up here? Reza says with donkeys. They would need a lot of donkeys. This thing is heavy on this, like, these narrow paths. That would be quite a journey. Reza was saying earlier that, like, you know, being a tour guide is a lot of eating and sitting in cars. But like, you just make all your guests do this and you're gonna be top shape.
Not everyone dare to come here.
This is the path we took all the way down, then went through like the forts there, and this down there is where we were with the farmers. Now let's go down on this loose rock in flip-flops without ending up at the hospital. At least if you fall, I have it on video. I can't believe I thought when I first arrived that there was nothing left, because I saw the commemoration plaque and then in front of it just tons of potato farms. So I thought that it was there before, and then it wasn't. Didn't realize that it was all the way in the back on the Red Mountain. Just doing a quick passport check at the checkpoint. Normally it doesn't take very long. Oh, good. Oh, that is something. We are here just 2 days before their Independence Day when they won against the Americans, right? So they're stopping, there was traffic on the street and I was like, why? They're stopping every single car just to put stickers on every car about the Independence Day. They even gave me a bunch as well as a souvenir, I guess. These stickers are not annoying at all. And those were put on by the police, so I guess you have to have them. So we just arrived at the famous two Buddha sites. Most people just come watch them from a distance, but if you have a ticket, you can actually go in, and I think we're gonna be alone in there. That's pretty cool. So we just arrived at the site of the largest of the two Buddha. We're talking 55 meters tall, and this was built around the 6th century. So why is there Buddha statues in the middle of Afghanistan, an Islamic country? Well, Afghanistan was a very important place, strategic place in the middle of the Silk Road back a very, very, very long time ago. So around the 2nd century, this place had a lot of Buddhist people. And this was the case until 770, until Islam took over this region. I'm surprised that we can get this close to the site, like we literally entered and it's just us, nobody's supervising. That's pretty cool. Fun fact, you can see like a bunch of scaffolding everywhere. A few years back, archaeologists actually from around the world came here and had the idea of rebuilding the statue with all the parts that are on the ground, but they couldn't find a way to reattach them together. It's not like you can attach those massive pieces of rock with glue or anything. So sadly, it didn't work.
Watch your head.
Yeah. So this was also like a temple?
Well, yeah, we can say like a temple, but it is the best place for meditation. When you are inside of these type of rooms, so you cannot hear anything, any noise from outside. You can easily sit here and do whatever you want when you pray, worship, or you want meditate, whatever.
The acoustic is also amazing. So why they destroyed, what happened to those statues? Back in 2001, the Taliban leader at the time, there's two versions. One statues, any statues, is a haram, so it's illegal here. So there's a belief that this is why they got destroyed. The second version is the version that he gave, which is basically that back then in 2001, Afghani people were starving, but some people in the government wanted to invest a lot of money to restore these Buddha statue, and he thought that it was insane and they should help the people instead. So decided that, you know what, you're not gonna renovate anything because I'm gonna blow them up. So yeah, those are the two versions. See all the caves on the face of the mountain? Like before 2001, people were actually still living in some of those, and even now on the other side of the mountain, still people living in some of those caves. Not a lot, but still. Okay, so this is crazy. I just came into a door, and now I'm going up where the 38-meter Buddha is, the second one. But like they open the door and they're like, you can do whatever, you can just go up. Like, it's just crazy for me to be in like such an historical site with no supervision whatsoever. That's Reza down there. I think he climbed enough stairs and hills for today. Well, that's the only door that's not locked. So I assume it's this way. Nope, it wasn't that way. Maybe this way? Oh yeah. How am I allowed to be here without supervision? This is crazy. Going up, apparently there's 3 different floors. So we're gonna try to go with the highest one. Again, if I can find the way. Through the little window hole here, you can actually some of what's left of the second Buddha statue. And basically, it was a lot of effort apparently to destroy those because they were solid rock. So they first ordered people to start shooting rocket launchers at the statues, which didn't do much damage. So after that, they had to drill holes deep into the statue, put dynamite, and then blow it up that way. The only thing that you can see still is just the shape of what was once a Buddha statue. It's a shame to never have been able to like see it while it was still there before 2001, but being here is still really cool. This is scary. Look at this. Scary but cool. But cool but scary. Scary cool. Cool scary. And just like that, I made it at the top. So this is where the head would have been here, all the way 38 meters high. Just texted Reza that is just down there chilling with some people. Because I don't know if I'm supposed to go back the same way or the other way. Because they kind of locked the door behind me. Okay, going down the other way. So I've seen it all. So I guess if you have this ticket, they'll open all the doors for you almost. And the cool thing is that 99.9% of the people are not getting the ticket because once again, I am alone here. There's just me. Found the gate right there. Oh, it's locked. Reza, save me.
I asked him to get me Canadian visa and he didn't. Now he's locked here. I don't know what's his wife's name. Will you send me money?
Help me.
Will you send me money or not?
No, never. I'll stay here forever. There you go. I knew he was a good guy after all. Before coming to Afghanistan, like my pictures of this country was like all like this, right? Desert, rock. But like when you look, it's quite green, especially along the rivers and in bigger city. Lots of farming. Very different than what I expected. So this video is not over. Actually, it's going to continue very soon even for me because tomorrow I have to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, leaving at 5 all the way from Bamyan. We're going to Mazar-e Sharif. We have some stops along the way. Beautiful landscape. Get ready. But otherwise, today was a great day. One of the most beautiful lakes I've ever seen in my life. Some beautiful landscape, some delicious food, a little bit of Taliban propaganda, some beautiful monument. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that in terms of a perfect day in Afghanistan. Good morning. It is bright and early. It is not even 5 a.m. And you know, waking up early, I don't mind that much. But waking up like early, way before the sun, that's not my favorite. We've got a long journey, so might as well start early. It is so early in the morning that all the streets are empty. The shops are closed. There's almost no cars on the streets. I mean, this is a different sight to see for sure. I don't think I've ever seen this many trucks in my life. I guess they're just stopping there for the night to rest. They're just sleeping like in between the trucks, like in little tents or like on mattresses. I guess enjoying the view. Just past the last one. That was probably like 10 kilometers of truck. Seriously. They're driving for about 3 hours. Gonna do a quick stop for breakfast because I'm starving. For breakfast today, beef kebabs, fresh bread. Beef kebabs are always served like that. Piece of meat, piece of fat, piece of meat. Some people eat the fat, some people don't. I actually do. It's very flavorful. Reza doesn't because he's trying to stay lean. There's just something about meat that's cooked on like coal instead of gas. So much better. Well, I never had kebab for breakfast, but you know what? I'm not against the idea. That was delicious. We also got some snacks and water for the road. We're set. Let me tell you, those are some serious rough and dusty roads, but our Toyota Corolla is doing a fantastic job. Talking about that, I'm telling you, every single Toyota Corolla from like 2015 and under are here in Afghanistan. It's like the entire world supply. Once you're done with a Toyota Corolla, they're all being shipped here. They have them all, like the more recent round ones, the old boxy ones, the station wagon ones. Don't get me wrong, they are great cars, easy to fix, cheap to fix. Parts are everywhere, they're reliable, but it's like the entire country decided that like Toyota Corolla is the choice for everyone. Like look at that, we're stuck in traffic and all the cars around us are Corollas. Literally, I'm not exaggerating, 1 car in 2 in the country, Corolla. This is giving me flashbacks of Africa.
Join us.
You know, when like traffic forms and then people start cutting to the left until the oncoming traffic is completely stuck face to face with traffic going up as well, and everyone is gridlocked. And now the team members are trying to like push some car on the side and fix the traffic problem, but we're on a hill, it's super dusty, so like some cars are stuck. It's interesting. You have to give that to the Afghan people. They are building roads in some of the most complicated and difficult terrain on this planet. Like right now we are in the tunnel of Sawline.
Yeah.
And it's like several kilometers long through the mountain, and we just went up a road that went up probably like 1,000 meter high before going here. Like it is insane. The car is dusted, we got drinks, we've got snacks, wafers made in Afghanistan. Very good. Checkpoint. We're back, can't film in checkpoints. You know, it's a hot summer day, so what's best than jumping from a bridge into a refreshing river? Look at these guys.
Where are you from?
Canada. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You gonna jump?
No, I don't like.
Come on. Okay, Reza, where are we?
Right now we are in Samangan. The place that we are standing is called Takht-e Rostam. So this road was also, this place was also located, or this city was also located on the Silk Road.
I don't know if you guys remember when Tracy and I went to Ethiopia to visit those famous rock churches. This has kind of the same feel. Very, very impressive structure that was kind of like dug into the rock. So the monument behind me was basically like some sort of like castle. He had like the throne room at the top. That's the building that you can see at the top of that big rock. And then he had rooms inside that were carved into the rock as well. And then down there, this is where the Buddhist temple was. There was also a bazaar, and he actually also built a second throne room for his wife that was located at the top, made out of mud, but that was destroyed over time. So on the other side, like I said, that is the Buddhist temple. It's a massive room. The acoustic is amazing. And there's a window up there that serves double purpose. One, for extra light, but also as a speaker. If you speak loudly inside of that room, this window actually acts as a speaker for people listening to you outside of it. Now, we are in the bazaar, just walking the main alley, and imagine a bunch of merchants everywhere there, selling everything from fruits and vegetables and iPads. Okay, probably not iPads because it was 1,000 years ago, but you get the jigs. I mean, listen to the echo. Hello! It's crazy. Don't forget to subscribe! Huh? It's pretty good. It's kind of mind-boggling to me to think that Buddhism had such a big importance in a country like Afghanistan back in the days, because in my head, I mean, this country has been ruled under Islam since forever, but not quite forever. Like I said yesterday, Islam actually became fully in place in 770. But before that, Buddhism was actually a big thing. So this region of Afghanistan is known for melons. They grow all kinds of melons, and they have a full market just for melons. This one is Reza's favorite. It's good, but this one is better. Oh, that's nice. It's very sweet, very, very good. I don't exactly know what all these types of melons are. Like, this is normal watermelon, and they're all kind of sweet melons. Some are yellow inside, some are like whitish inside. I just tasted this one, which is amazing. It's super sweet, like so full of flavor. Is that a good one?
My favorite one is this.
Yeah?
It's more sweet than that one.
More sweet than this?
Yeah, actually it's not the season of that.
Really?
In just 2 months, yeah, you will have the best of this.
I'm not sure how can this melon be better. Like, this is one of the best melon I ever had. Like, this is so good. Okay, this one is the yellow one. It's like white inside. This is the Kandahari melon. This is the best. Kandahari. Kandahari melon, best. What? Don't laughing at me. I don't know why. How many different kinds do they have here? 7 or 8 types. This is good too, but that's best. Now that I ate the equivalent of a full melon and that everyone in this shop got their photo, we can go. That was really good. So we are just doing another quick stop at Tashkurhan Valley. There's basically a road that goes through 2 mountains, and it's beautiful. Like, those 2 mountains are so high. The fact that they just were able to put a road here is impressive. And of course, there's a little bazaar for people to stop, buy drinks, fruit, vegetable, bread, and all that good stuff. It is such a cool place. Just behind the shop, there's like a small river along the mountain, and they have a mini hydroelectric power plant there that gives power to all the shops. It's pretty cool. car broke. We were at the checkpoint and he went from like neutral or park or something back to drive, and then the gear started to grind. So I think we're close though, but I'm not 100%.
Tomorrow he is with us.
Bye.
Good luck.
There you go, he's got help, somebody's gonna tow him, all good.
We are close after all. Also, this shows the kindness of Afghan people. First person that he flagged, stop. Just Afghanis, best people.
Just like that, going to the garage.
During this entire series, I was like, Toyota Corollas, they're so good, and this had to happen. Well, almost 15 hours later, we made it to Mazar-e-Sharif. It was an eventful day, but it is always an eventful day here in Afghanistan. I really hope this video showed you a little bit of a different side of this country that is not often shown, like from the beautiful landscape to the delicious food to the cultural and historical side of it, and also the kind people. Like, this is definitely my highlight since I arrived about 10 days ago. Like, it's the people for me. So anyway, tomorrow we are going to be exploring Mazar-e-Sharif. That is if our trusty Toyota Corolla can get fixed tonight, because he's our driver for tomorrow as well. Otherwise we're going to find a plan B, I'm sure. But that's going to be in the next video, so stay posted for that.